Hello, this is Max here. Today is Friday, February 13th, 12:55. I'm not a superstitious man. Which is weird, saying, well, I'm not a superstitious man. I don't believe in, like, black cats, bad luck, salt over your shoulder, things like that. But I do believe in a plan. I do believe that God has a plan for each and every one of us. And it's kind of weird and hard to know what the plan is. That's why you have to pray and discern and see the signs. And if you just started watching my videos, I mean, it might be also good to check the About Me or the You're in God in Me. And you'll get some more history of me. Well, something happened this last week, and now I just wanted to share with you guys. As you know, I always felt like I was meant. Well, I always felt a calling. I didn't know exactly what it was, and I mean, I even thought about possibly being a Catholic priest when I was growing up. But I knew that I wanted to have a family, and I knew that I couldn't. And I mean, now even with adult, I know that I shouldn't. I mean, even if I still believed and still was a Catholic, I shouldn't, because I know that the carnality of life is one thing that I just couldn't conquer. And if you can't live like Paul, you should marry. And well, anyway, I've been thinking about becoming a minister. And I was talking to my pastors, and one of the things is I kind of have a feeling that God wants me to help people who are pushed away. People like either outcast or people who like had bad experiences in their churches, bringing them back and showing them what God and Christ is really about. And sometimes I get bogged down and confused in the minutiae of theology, about saying that like, what does born again actually mean, like truly mean, and who is truly in the kingdom of heaven, who truly is a Christian. And so I was very discouraged on Tuesday, and prayed a lot, prayed hard, and I turned on the TV, and looked at JCTV, and there was a show called Bananas. I don't know if any of you watched it. Well, I haven't watched it actually either yet. It's about Christian comedy, which some people might think is an oxymoron, which shouldn't be. But it wasn't on. Instead, there was a show called H2O, made by City on a Hill Productions at Louisville, Kentucky. And it was about the Samaritan in the at the well from John. And I wish I could pause this, because I like I said, I know the Bible, but I have problems with memory and the actual verses. I mean, it was beautiful. It was beautifully well done, and I mean, it was just about how we're all thirsty for something, and we try to fill it with other things: sex, drugs, alcohol. And that, I mean, Jesus, I mean, helping us, giving us to a personal connection and a connection with God the Father. That thirst can get quenched. And it said, like, some people don't accept him, don't look for him, don't. And they gave a couple reasons why. And the first one they said was maybe they had a bad experience in church, in the church they grew up with. And I sent them an email that, I mean, it was very, very, very moving, very, very beautiful. And, I mean, one of the things is I'm a struggling writer. I don't have a writer's block. I have a writer's wall made of many different writer's blocks. And I sent them an email, I mean, saying that I really respect what they're doing, and I mean, making like high quality like films and like TV episodes that can be put on TV or be shown in churches across the country. And then and they're located in Louisville, Kentucky. And I just, after that, I started thinking, and today, I mean, I just started thinking, like, maybe I should be a minister. I mean, people say that I have a good heart, and that I'm good at speaking, and I would like to. And so then I checked, like, seminaries, and there's a seminary in Louisville. And now that show wasn't supposed to be on. I mean, a different show was supposed to be on, and it was on when I caught it, at a time when I caught it. And I don't believe that's a coincidence that it happened this time, especially when I found out that there are scholarships between 1,200 and 2,000. I mean, I'd have to save up money and find other ways to do it. I would also have to move, leave my family, leave everything. But the thing is, in order to get a scholarship, you need to be recommended by a minister. And the deadline is Sunday. So not only did I catch this video, this TV show, at just like the right time, but it just, if I caught it another time, it just the week, it just makes so much sense. And I sent my pastor an email, my associate pastor, an email. And I mean, saying this and suggesting this. And I mean, if he says I'm not ready, I will consider it God's will. If he sends it in, and if I don't get it, I will consider it God's will. But if I do this and I get in, that's God's will. Saying that, Max, you have to do this. Which to tell you the truth, if this is, I am scared. I mean, I have never lived outside of Madison. And I'm, with my history of my disorder and working part-time and stuff, I am dependent on my parents. But if this is what God wants me to do, and if this is when God wants me to do it, I will do it. So pray for me. Pray if this is what God wants me to do, because I know I will. Love you guys.